Egyptian counting book, 10 Little Mummies by Philip Yates, illustrated by G. Brian Karras. 10 Little Mummies. Ancient Egyptian facts. In the Middle Ages, people used to chop up mummies and use them as medicine for sick people. Yuck! Talk about a mummy tummy ache. The tomb of King Tut was discovered with 3,000-year-old treasures, including 300 articles of clothing and 200 pieces of jewelry, about 100 baskets of food, 4 game boards, 3 trumpets, 6 war chariots, 35 model boats, and furniture. Now that's the kind of tomb you wouldn't mind being caught dead in. Discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, the contents of King Tut's tomb are now in the Cairo Museum. It took Carter nearly 10 years to empty the Tut's tomb and another 5 just to unwind. Crocodiles in Egypt were worshipped as gods and mummified wearing golden earrings and bracelets. The ancient Egyptians trained baboons to climb date trees and bring the fruit back to the pharaohs. It's never too late to train your parents. The Great Pyramid of Giza stood more than 480 feet tall and contained over 2.5 million blocks of stone. The stones weighed from 2 to 50 tons. Aren't you glad you didn't have to carry any? The Great Sphinx, at one time painted red and yellow, has the head of a pharaoh and the body of a lion, making it the main man of Egypt. What snappy dressers! Want to know how big the Great Pyramid really is? If you broke the Great Pyramid into rods about 2.5 inches square and joined them together into one long rod, it would climb all the way up to the moon. Of course, a rocket ship would get you there faster. The Nile, the world's longest river, was the main highway for ancient Egypt that must have had made hitchhiking awfully difficult. 30 times larger than the Empire State Building, the Great Pyramid of Giza can be seen from the moon. Some good facts. 10 Little Mummies. Deep underground, in a dreary old tomb, 10 little mummies were stuffed in one room. Nothing to play with, no books on the shelves, just 10 little mummies wrapped up in themselves. "This is the pit," said one mummy one day. "I'm bored stiff. Let's go outside and play." 10 little mummies went out to have fun. One suffered heat stroke and ran in from the sun. 9 little mummies dove into the Nile. One swam away from a big crocodile. 8 little mummies committed hijinks. One was arrested for painting the Sphinx. 7 little mummies got lost in the dunes. One was adopted by friendly baboons. 6 little mummies raced over the plains. One lost control of his chariot reins. 5 little mummies climbed 50 feet high. One disappeared when a falcon swooped by. 4 little mummies yelled, "Pyramid slide!" One came unraveled and snuck off to hide. 3 little mummies played desert croquet. Whoosh! Went a sandstorm and blew one away. 2 little mummies went hunting that night. One roped a hippo, then rode out of sight. 1 lonely mummy with tears in her eyes opened the door of the tomb and... surprise! There in the dark with their faces aglow, 9 little mummies all stood in a row. 9 little mummies, and one more is 10. 10 little mummies together again. 10 little mummies, adventures are done. Let's hope tomorrow is twice as much fun. Thank you for reading along with me today. Remember to like and subscribe. You are never too old, too wacky, too wild to pick up a book and read to a child. Dr. Seuss.